Check out our sponsor, Venice.ai. Did you guys know that the CEO of X just stepped down? Linda Yaccarino? A day after Grok went insane? That's wild. Well, we have this Venice.ai sponsoring the show, and they say that they're uncensored. It's better. It tells us when asked, I am a better AI because I operate uncensored, prioritizing directness and completeness in responses, unlike heavily restricted models. I answer questions as they are asked. Now, I'm going to tell you this. We have messed around with Venice. I guarantee you it is uncensored. Sometimes a little too uncensored, but it is uncensored. So we can talk more about this. We love messing around with Venice AI in the after show, so that'll be in the members only section. But my friends, ChatGPT has the former director of the NSA sitting on their board right now. Edward Snowden called it a willful, calculated betrayal of the rights of every person on Earth. Your Amazon device, I'm not going to name it, listens to you and recommends products based on conversations. Meta is retargeting us based on our browsing history. It took all of us too long to realize how much we were giving away. OpenAI has even hinted that they might start requiring users to provide government-issued IDs. Venice utilizes leading open source AI models to deliver text, code, and image generation to your browser. No downloads, no installations, or anything. Private and permissionless, they don't spy on you or censor the AI. Messages are encrypted and your conversation history is stored only in your browser. The AI can be extremely valuable, but we shouldn't be giving up our privacy to use it. So they got a pro plan. It unlocks the full platform and features including PDF uploads for summaries of insights, the ability to turn off safe mode for unhindered image generation, the ability to change how Venice interacts with you by modifying the system prompt, limitless text, and high image results. Actually, we've been pretty impressed with the images it's been able to produce. Highly offensive political images that all other platforms actually censor. So very good. So check out Venice.ai. And if you want to use AI without fear, you can get 20% off by going to Venice.ai/Tim. Shout out. And we're going to mess around with this again in the Uncensored Show because we love goofing off and it'll be weird. From CNN, Trump diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency following leg swelling. Now, the story was this image right here that had been going viral was actually a couple. Trump's got weird makeup on his hand. Now, the bigger concern I have is why did they not get the skin tone proproperly? Like,
it's just orange. It's not complicated.
Maybe it's because there is no orange. Don't you just go to Walgreens and they just have a bunch and you just put them next to your skin until it looks good, right?
Yeah, the Sephora girls will get you sorted.
All right, I guess. Well, we've got this clip. This is Karen Levitt.
I know that many in the media have been speculating about bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House medical unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, there was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. This is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy. And the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here.
Do we believe that?
The handshake hypothesis?
Well, I mean, all of it. Is he healthy and fine and he's shaking too many hands?
Oh, well, other people were saying it's obviously a spot where you would put an IV, and I looked close up at the high definition photographs, and there is seemingly an entry point there. And I looked back and found a post as early as November 29th last year showing the makeup on his hand. So it was going on all the way back then, and they just talked about it. And then during Emmanuel Macron's first visit to the White House since the inauguration, people noted that he was grabbing Trump's hand when they shook hands, like really hard, like gripping, digging his fingers in. And that's allegedly the same visit when Macron advised Trump or really begged Trump to tell Candace Owens to stop talking about Brigitte.
I don't believe that actually
Late
happened,
February.
to be honest. I think Candace Owens got spoofed.
I want it to be true.
You think by like AI Trump?
I think somebody spoof called her, and the way she described the call sounded like someone spoofed her. She said that Trump jumped right into the conversation without saying what's up, which is indicative of someone pre-recording or having an air ready to go. And then she said that when she made a response, he didn't even acknowledge it. He just kept saying the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, it's because someone spoofed you. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. The prankster hasn't come out and proven it, so I'm just speculating over here.
I mean, look, the thing that I think most people that are, at least on the conservative side, the questions they have is, the media has noticed this, but they didn't notice 4 years of a walking corpse in the White House. They didn't notice that President Biden could barely complete sentences. They would call lids at 1 PM. So I mean, maybe Trump has something, some health issues, but he's 79. That is fairly typical of someone that age.
I'm thinking about all this fiction they've done on. Are you guys familiar with what a lich is?
Yes,
The undead.
Lich King.
Yeah, and the way they depict a lich is more functional than Joe Biden was as president, which kind of makes it less scary now when you're like, oh, it's not actually a scary kind of thing right now. It's like it was better than we actually had with the president.
I mean, this just makes it reaffirms all of the people that have the opinion, you can't trust the media, and you think you hate the media enough, but you can't hate them enough. Like, that's literally the attitude that people should have walking away from this, regardless of what you think about Donald Trump. Like, maybe he's got something going on. I don't think that if it were serious, they would be downplaying it like this. Possibly they could,
Also
but
220 pounds.
Pardon me?
He's
well, yeah. I mean, look, he's definitely overweight. He's a big guy. He's overweight.
That's the reported weight.
Yeah, and again, look, I mean, again, he's 79 years old. He's an older guy, and he's going to have procedures. He's going to have a degradation of health. But honestly, I think the biggest story here is, look, they can see small things on Donald Trump, but the media couldn't tell that President Biden was incapacitated for most of his presidency, and all of the things that are downstream from that. Kamala Harris did not do anything about it. His entire cabinet didn't say anything. Nobody stood up and said, "Hey, we don't think the president can handle the job." And I think that the American people deserve to be made aware of this. They should have invoked the 25th Amendment, and they didn't. So whether or not you have a problem with Donald Trump, you can't deny the fact that this is obviously showing the double standard that the media consistently has.
Sure.
Well, I asked our friend ChatGPT what causes CVI, and it says valve damage or failure, deep vein thrombosis, there's nothing there, weak or narrowed vein walls, risk factors, obesity, pregnancy. Are they telling us something?
Trans Donald Trump. Donald Trump is he's been a woman since he started with the Soviet Union as a KGB in the 80s, right?
Then.
Yeah, because he was
back to the 80s when
Best transition.
when he was born, because he would have to be premenopausal to be pregnant today.
Yep, all the way back to the 80s, just like I forget.
Lack of physical activity. Didn't Trump say he doesn't work out because he believes that you have a certain amount of energy and you waste?
Totally did say that. Yeah,
I
remember.
When would
It
he
was
have
like,
time
that was bizarre.
to do that though?
Is that true?
Look, you can tweet
He's
walk on the
constantly-
treadmill.
He's constantly
I'm not sure
walking
where I heard
around.
that, but I heard that from somewhere.
He's constantly traveling. He's constantly on the move. So
I don't know that I trust CNN on this one, but they wrote Donald Trump has a very strange theory about exercise. Other than golf, he considers exercise misguided, arguing that a person, like a battery, is born with a finite amount of energy, writes Evan Osnos in a piece titled How Trump Could Get Fired.
you know what? I believe it.
Go to the
Wait,
gym.
hold on. All of my friends who work out all the time, they're going for knee replacements, hip replacements. They're a disaster. He said he exerts himself fully by standing in front of an audience for an hour, and he just did. That's exercise.
I mean, yeah, it's cardio.
Don't listen to him. Go to the gym.
Yeah.
I do love this tweet. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke.
Gotta have good form, though.
But that was self-deprecating because he's a fan of Diet Coke. He knows that.
Indeed. And he's also chunky.
Yeah.
Well, after some of his previous tests, I remember it was like in 2022, he was saying, I'm the healthiest president that's ever lived. They did the tests on me. They were like, wow, Mr. Trump, you're so healthy. So
I don't buy it.
bragging
Well,
about it.
okay. We know that he's not fully demented like Biden was, but we can't pretend that he is as sharp as he used to be. He's certainly not, and you can tell when you listen to him talk. I mean, he's trailing through these sentences, and his voice is not as forceful as it used to be. It sounds like he has like trouble getting it out sometimes.
Well, we
And with his
underestimate-
recent posts on Truth Social, it's like, is somebody else writing this stuff? I hope so,
Yeah,
because
frequently.
if it's him, that's even worse.
Well, there was a
Not
There's
that
a
he's
behind-the-scenes
dictating
kind of
it
thing.
to somebody verbally, but that somebody else entirely is coming up with these tweets.
Yeah,
Not tweets, truths.
I don't know that I believe Donald Trump would allow that. So
Other people to truth for him?
yeah, I
Well,
think.
what
I don't know, I
he's-
think
what
sometimes
he's
he does.
posting is truly deranged. So
What do you mean truly deranged?
Which posts? The I
recent
don't want your
posts
support anymore.
on Truth
Well,
Social,
which ones? I mean,
you know the tweets, not tweets, Truth
The ones where he was
Social
like, I don't want your
related
support.
to Epstein.
oh, that's not. I think that's.
You're acting like that happened 5 years ago.
I just
Like,
don't-
what
I
do you
mean,
mean?
look, the guy-
I don't remember.
The guy tweets all the time.
What are you talking
I'm just
about?
asking you to be specific because the guy tweets all the time.
One is, like,
the point,
really
the point,
hard.
look, the point being, like the stuff about Epstein, like that shows, I think, less that someone else is doing it and more that it kind of rattles him. Honestly, I think that he just doesn't like
He's
to be
in some,
associated
like,
with Epstein, and I
state
think
of panic.
Yeah, I think he's stressed, and
Yeah, that-
medical conditions come from stress. You know,
could be, but it's my kind of guess that if things are a little off, it's not because someone else is writing the tweets; it's because he's a little rattled about the Epstein stuff.
I kind of feel like if it was like really big deal, though, they would have tried harder to cover up
You mean the health?
his skin. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like if it were Biden, they would have had a fake hand for him to have instead of just like off-colored makeup.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like he didn't care if people found out because then he went on to present a bunch of healthy, reasons he was doing good to counteract all the potential, causes.
if it was Biden, it would have been a clone.
Right.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.